Hello, welcome to my channel, The Hebrew Bible. This is Moses Gumadi, and today we'll talk about the Hebrew verb Hayah. Hayah means to be. This verb root, Hayah, occurs 3,575 times in the Hebrew Tanach. It is the second most frequent verbal root in the Hebrew Bible. So, obviously, we do see the word Hayah as it is itself, like many places. However, there are multiple forms of that word that also appear in the Hebrew Bible. For example, Vayhi. Vayhi occurs 782 times. And this is a particular form of the verb Hayah, of the root Hayah. Okay? And Vayhi means and he was. Sometimes it is also used and it was, but there is no it in Hebrew. It's either he or she, right? So it means why he means and he was. The most famous example of that is in Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, right in the beginning of the Bible. Vayomer Elohim Yehi or Vayhi or. So both Yehi and Vayhi are forms of the verb Hayah. Hayah, Hey, Yod, and Hey. And it means, we read here, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. Well, the meaning is, and he was light, and the light was. Who is the he? That's the light. Okay, right. Now, another form of the same verbal root Hayah is Haythah. Haythah. It means it was or she was or it became or she became, etc. But basically there is no it. As I said, in Hebrew it's always he and she. Although in English it is sometimes translated as it, depending on the context. But in Hebrew, as I said, always masculine or feminine. There is no neuter gender in the Hebrew. In the biblical Hebrew. Okay, now this occurs 117 times. Haythah is again in Genesis, right in the beginning, chapter 1, verse 2. We read here, V'ha'aretz Haythah tohu v'vohu, tohu v'vohu, v'choshek al penei tehom, v'ruach Elohim merachefet al penei hamayim. So, V'ha'aretz, and the earth, Haythah, became, or it was, tohu vavohu. It was without form, and what is translated as was, or you could say it happened to be, etc. Another form I'll give you as an example is a very famous one, which is actually present in the divine name. And it is, although it is not itself a divine name, this word is also used by other people in referring to themselves. The word Ehyeh comes from the root Hayah. As you can see, all the three letters of Hayah are present right here, and it is prefixed by the letter Aleph. Ehyeh. So some people pronounce it as Ehyeh. It is not Ehyeh. And a lot of people on the internet I've seen on the YouTubes, they say Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. It is not Ehyeh. Ehyeh. So you need to pronounce that hey with a schwa here. Ehyeh. Ehyeh. Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. That's how you pronounce it, the name of God, which he declared to Moses. This word Ehyeh occurs 45 times. It means I will be. It is not I am. Although the meaning of I am could be one of the possibilities, but it is not the only one, and it is not the primary one. I will be is the generic meaning of Ehyeh. We read in Exodus chapter 3 verse 14, when Moses asks God of what his name is, he says, Vayomer Elohim, God said El Moshe to Moses, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. Vayomer Ko Tomar Livne Yisrael, Ehyeh Shalachani Elechem. So God said to Moses, I will be what I will be. This is the true meaning of Ehyeh asher Ehyeh. I will be what I will be. And he said, thus shalt thou say to the children of Israel, I will be hath sent me unto you. So those are those three things we have seen. But you may ask, how do we derive all these different forms? Why are there so many forms? Well, actually, there are many forms. And on this table, you can see a lot of forms of verbal forms of the root Hayah. And these are only a few. I mean, there are more. I have not shown you everything. But just a very quick glance. Here on these four columns, you have the perfect, which is called katal in Hebrew. Imperfect is yiktol. Perfect means a verb which is completed. That means an action that has been completed. It's in the past tense of perfect. They don't have past, present, and the future the way we have it in English. In Hebrew, there is perfect and imperfect. Imperfect means it is not, the action is not complete. It is not, whether it has started and yet incomplete, or whether it will start in the future, sometimes depends on the context, but it is an incomplete and ongoing, or either ongoing or yet to start verb. Okay, so Ehyeh, for example, means he shall be, which is he is a third person masculine singular. Ehyeh means she shall be. Okay, now in the perfect is a Haythah, and she was, Hayah, he was, etc. So you have second person masculine singular, second person feminine singular, etc. And this P is for plural, C is for common, first person common plural, Ehyeh, right? Here, Hayinu, etc. And then this Vayhi and Vekatal is again like perfect and imperfect, except that they are used in the sequential form, meaning they always have a prefix of vav, letter vav, Vayhi, Vatehi. So here, Ehyeh, Ehyeh, etc. So you have a ve here or va, and Vayhi is like yiktol, but instead of being imperfect, it becomes perfect. Whereas Vekatal is like katal, but instead of being perfect, it becomes imperfect. And these two, the last two, are used for sequential narratives in the biblical Hebrew. And these last two are mostly found in the biblical Hebrew. Today in modern Hebrew, nobody uses Vayhi and Vekatal, generally perfect and imperfect. Okay, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon for notifications, and please do comment below, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much.